গুড ইভিনিং এভরিওয়ান। সো আজকে আমরা একটা কনভারসেশনে আছি ম্যামের সাথে ইন্টারভিউতে। ম্যামের নাম হচ্ছে সুমাইয়া আফরিন ম্যাম। ম্যাম, হাউ আর ইউ?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
আই এম ফাইন টু। সো আই এম উইলিং টু আস্ক ইউ সাম কোয়েশ্চেন্স। উড ইউ লাইক টু গিভ আস পারমিশন ফর দ্যাট?
Sure.
Okay, let's move on to the first question. When and why did you decide to become a teacher?
When I was a student in my honors years, I decided to be an academician. It might not be a teacher, it can be a part of a researcher, but I chose that path for myself. Maybe at that time I was a student of at the age of 22, maybe. That's the age. And I decided to be a teacher. That was also your part of the question, right? Okay. So I discovered that I like to talk with people and I like to explain my thoughts. So, whenever we are about to build a profession, we should seek our interesting part of skills where we are good to go with our skills. So, since I discovered that I'm good at talking, I tend to be a speaker where I can manage my skill to earn for myself. So, for that two interests, teaching came to be an interesting part to develop a career. So, yeah, that's the time when I decided to be a teacher, and that's the reason to be a teacher.
Okay, my second question is, have you ever considered a different career path besides teaching?
Mm, Not actually. When I started my education back in Janginagar University English Department, I was always looking for professions like teaching or maybe something which is connected to different embassies, foreign embassies. But apart from that, in an earlier age of my HSC years, I opted for aeronautical engineering as well. That's it.
Okay, so my third question is, have you ever felt that you brought a significant change in a student's life? Could you please share that experience if yes?
Mm, I might be walking on that way still. Still, my building up years as a teacher is going on. My teachers are my students are still babies, I should say. Like they haven't discovered their ages to be a mature person or to be a middle-aged person. When they will be reaching the middle-aged person, then I can be assured that yes, somewhere someday I have changed someone's life. But whenever I'm trying to teach something in my class, I try to make them connect those lessons as I teach English language and other courses. So I make them connect those lessons to their lives. If my students discover that how those topics are connected to life and the practical demand of life, then yes, maybe I have done something good for their development in life.
Okay, I'm very glad to know that. My last question is, what life lesson or principle do you believe is most important for students to follow?
The one thing that I believe and I'd like to share with any student all over the world, whoever are doing studies at this moment, that uh, talent is maybe God given. It's in your genetic and it can be blessed by God, but hard work can be opted anytime. If you want to shine in your career, if you want to be good at your studies, and somehow you have discovered that you are not talented enough, there is no reason to feel disappointed. On the other hand, if you can do hard work, you can overcome most of the hurdles in your student life, because 80% of the efforts come from hard work. Maybe 5% is from talent. Other 15% are from your soft skill developments. So yeah, that I'd like to share with my students, that do hard work as much as you can. That's it.
Thank you. One last question I want to ask you personally, definitely for my personal information. So, how do you motivate students, especially those who seem to lack confidence?
Confidence building up is not connected to other people. You're not afraid of other people's shaming to you, leg pulling of yourself. No, you're not afraid of those people. Make it very clear to yourself that you're afraid of yourself. Try to face yourself. Look at your eyes, look at your own facial expression in your mirror. If you are ready to face yourself, to face every fear that is inside you, every confusion, every downfall that is inside you, face yourself. Talk to yourself. Recover yourself. Then you can recover or face any other people in the world, because every essence of your fear, your bravery is inside you. That is not connected to other people. So, yeah, that's how any student who are lacking confidence can grow up with it. Like in our English classes, whenever students are facing difficulties in spoken, I specifically tell them that face yourself, do your English speaking, raise your voice, try to hear your voice. You should be the first listener to your English voice, not the other people. Whenever you are recovering yourself, you are homeworking yourself, you will be fine with your confidence.
But I personally believe environment and surrounding matters. When I'm continuously bullied by someone or they're just poking me for my lackings in knowledge, the thing matters. What can I do about that?
Okay, if it is for bullying or some people are making you ashamed, whatever the issue they are dealing with, that they are bullying you, maybe you are not pretty enough, you are not having enough CGPA. Are you ready to explain in front of them about yourself? Are you really understanding yourself, why your CG is low? Are you a really insincere student? If you did something with insincerity in your last semesters, then go confront it. Yes, I had a low CG because I had insincerity in my last semester. These are my lackings. Speak loud about yourself. Be honest with yourself. Most of the time we hear this kind of hashtags like love yourself, be honest with yourself. That's not the hashtag scenario we are talking here. Go deep with your queries with yourself. Why were you low in your CG? Why they are not applauding your presentations? Because you didn't practice well. And whenever a person is bullying you or making you feel ashamed, that person is nobody in your life after some time. Yes, you will run with their lessons, their shaming yourself and other things, but leave it and run forward. Don't bring them on your shoulder. How much you're carrying on your shoulder will burden you and take you down. So try to improve yourself. Receive their bullying and other criticism as compliments and smile at them. Take everything inside you. Make yourself down. Most of the people like your age and young age, they have a high ambition and they have a very high thought for themselves that you are already in a standard. I would like to share with any student or any people of your age that go down to earth. You are nothing at this age. You are all here to learn. You are a loser. Think of it that you are a loser, you know nothing. There is nothing wrong with that. You're here to make mistakes. Whenever you are getting bullied, talk to yourself and teach yourself that you're getting here in this academia or in your classrooms to make mistakes. Making mistake is very normal. When you are understandably doing this thing with yourself, that yes, I have made a mistake, that is very normal, I will learn again tomorrow, the next day, the day after tomorrow, and some other day, you will find yourself that bullying is not harming you anymore. That's it.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your precious words. I hope we all learned a lot of things, and definitely we're gonna utilize all these words in our personal life and grow as long as we can, because sky is the limitation. So, thank you so much, ma'am, and this is the end of our conversation. Thank you.